Of mortal objects, skulls, bones. I managed to spend a day in a morgue, and I'm not going to tell you how I convinced them to let me linger there, but they did. And that's another story. But I believe for the creative life that contemplation of mortality is essential meditation. Consider the way the feces from all the animals and rotting carcasses of all dead creatures feeds the planet and brings about new life. So death is in a fundamental way creative. And to die is to feed the environment with a life-giving force. Let's meditate on the idea of a building. Is it bricks and mortar? Is it steel and glass? Imagine a day when the walls and the structures that we live in grow and change organically around us, according to carefully calculated algorithms.
Now, you could stop at the basement renovation. You still have the income suite, but I think the coach house would add enormous long-term value to the property.
I don't know. It is a little pricey.
Well, perhaps we could reduce the surface area for you guys here.
Doesn't seem very solid either.
Well, that was a model. The actual final result would be more durable.
Yeah, you know what time of the we actually have to go? I'm sorry, the sitter's going to be at the house in 15 minutes. So.
We have to go, Glenn. You've given us a lot to think about.
Great.
We'll touch base next week and see where we're at.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
I've been meaning to ask you. Lear, any relationship with the architect Davenport Lear?
No, no relation.
Hey.
Talk to you soon. Okay, thanks, sir.
The future, my friends? China. A land with the demands of population and a government that benefits from capitalistic greed, but without the requisite permission required by private enterprise to make radical, bold, and sometimes unpopular decisions.
I know you don't have the same restrictions in China, but I assure you, you do not want Davenport to leverage his draconian opinions on your project. Yeah? Yeah, well, we're sort of an autonomous franchise. No. Wait, yeah. You'll have the exact same design team you would as if you were working under Davenport. Yeah. A little bit of magic. No, yeah, I understand. Okay, but Shishi.
How about that?
A little early for that kind of volume, isn't it?
Oh, the twins are up.
Yeah, I got it. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, hello, who's this?
Is this Glenn Lear I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Yeah, this is Glenn Lear. Who's this?
My name is Tyler. I work for your father, Davenport Lear. He asked me to make contact with you.
What for? I haven't spoken to him in years.
Your father specifically requested I contact all of his children. He wants you in LA this weekend.
Tyler, it would be nice to get a little bit more warning when I'm being summoned by the great man, you know?
I'm sorry. I called as soon as he asked me to.
Let's not leave out the enormous egos involved in this great creative act. Would it not inflate any man's head to know that he is shaping the very landscape on which humanity treads? Not even the best among us is entirely immune to this hubris.
Tyler, the day that I need someone to pay for my flights is the day that I put a gun to my head. So, no, you tell Dad to keep his money. I don't need it. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Ridiculous.
Okay, so we need your signature.
Yeah.
There.
Okay, and I need my my tickets on my phone,
Here
please.
is your paper ticket.
Okay, but on my phone.
You just put your thumb here. It'll show up when you want.
Okay, great. Is the car ready?
The car's ready.
Okay, let's go.
And your bag's from your car.
Okay,
And your
please stop
car's
talking. Let's
warm.
get the car and let's
There's
go.
just one more thing we need. Phil's waiting outside. He's been waiting for 2 hours. If you could just give him 5 minutes.
Send him
Just
in.
5 minutes.
Send him in.
Wonderful. So, Mr. Lear just has a few minutes before he catches his flight.
Hello, Phil.
Hey, Kent, how are you?
I'm good. You're fired.
What?
You're fired.
What do you mean I'm fired?
This deal that just blew up in your face cost me a lot of money, okay? I don't like losing money, so you're fired.
You've never had a bad deal.
No, Phil, I've never had a bad deal.
If I could just say he has a wife. And
Amelia,
this is
get his
terrible
security.
timing. His wife just.
Stop talking. Take his security pass. Get his ass out of the building right now.
I'm so sorry.
Please stop talking.
1:30.
Stop talking.
I think he is retiring. I think he's gathering us all together so he can tell us how he's going to divide up the company.
You know, Rory's coming.
Rory's coming?
Yep. I mean, that's what they told me.
Where is he?
You're one tough son of a bitch to find, you know that?
This is your weekend. I have plans.
Okay, I know. I'm sorry. It's important to me. It's about my dad.
Davenport?
Yes, he wants me to come to LA. Okay? And I think he's going to announce his retirement. And he's flying me down there first class now. And I think this is finally it. I think he's finally decided that I'm the one.
The one?
The one to take over the company.
What? He practically abandoned you.
Hi there, you two.
Hi, Diane. Is Rory here?
No, but Ken's inside.
Hey.
Hey, please let me get those. You've had a long trip. Please.
Yeah? You sure?
Of course.
Here.
Come here, I've got it. Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, on Tuesday. Uh-huh. All right. I'll see him then.
Excuse me, Kent.
Reagan. Tom, how are you guys?
Good to see you as always, Kent. How you doing? How are things on your end?
Oh, constantly busy. You know, making money hand over fist. How's the architecture game?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Davenport keeps us hopping.
I bet he does. Reagan. How are the twins?
Happily with the nanny so we can get some sleep this weekend.
Oh, I doubt we'll be doing much of that.
Really, Ken?
Oh, she's still a bit of a bitch, eh, Tom?
Don't mind her. She's just a bit sleep deprived. Oh, thanks. Diana, when Davenport gets here, I'd have Delia go home. It's a work weekend. Kent?
Architecture's returning to something more primal, more nomadic, like the landscape in which we lived. But truthfully, is architecture really a field that aims to service basic, pragmatic human needs? Or is it something else? Is it something more akin to a religious calling, where temples are erected to pay tribute to the great rulers of the day?
You must be Glenn. I'm Tom Reagan's husband. Heard a lot of good things about you.
Tom, hold on. Nice to meet you. Is Dad here yet, or?
No, please.
Thanks.
Can I get you something to drink? A glass of wine or something?
No, I'm good. Good, thanks. Wow. Nice to see Davenport can afford such a beautiful retreat.
Well, by Lear standards, it's actually quite modest.
Right, modest. This is Davenport's idea of modest. Why do you think he would bring us all here?
Well, he wants to divide up the kingdom, of course.
Should have known Kent would get the jump on all of us.
Fuck you, Glenn. Oh, welcome to L.A.
How about we don't start the weekend like this?
No, it's okay, Tom. Kent's always been a bit of a bastard. I'm not just speaking metaphorically here, all right, Kent?
Glenn, I don't know if you know Diana. She's Davenport's personal assistant.
Oh, of course I know Diana. How are you, dear?
Grand, thank you. Busy, you know your father. Keeps me running around.
He hasn't slowed down even at his age, huh?
But I hear you have a firm in Toronto now. And a design at the Biennale last year?
I did, yeah.
That's great.
Thanks. Yeah, it's prestigious, you know. Doesn't get me too many clients, but I do all right.
What kind of projects you working on?
Mostly residential stuff.
Oh, translation. Kitchen and bathroom renos.
So, condos. That's fantastic. I hear the market is booming up there.
Oh, not for old Glenn here. There is no way that he would be standing in a house of Davenport's if it wasn't the promise of a big chunk of cash. Am I right, big brother?
Fuck you, Kent.
Oh, no, fuck you, Glenn. Diana, I have to pop out for a bit, so I will see you at dinner, but please set an extra place because I am bringing a friend.
No, Kent, it's a family dinner this evening.
He's still the same arrogant prick.
Never mind him.
Fuck. Jonathan, Glenn Lear. Yeah, listen, I thought I'd call you. I realized the plywood geometric thing might have been a stretch, and I could tell. I got the feeling your wife didn't really like it. Could you just give it till Monday? That's great. Yeah, because we put a lot of work into it. I really appreciate it, John. Okay. Thanks.
Give me a hug. Come on.
How are you?
I'm good. Oh, I've missed his face.
Good.
I do?
Oh, your hair?
Yeah. Okay, here. I'll take this.
You take that?
Yeah, everybody's already inside.
Okay.
Best for last, huh?
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Hey, Glenn.
Ugh.
How's it going, big brother?
Hey, man.
Diana?
Hey, Rory.
Any trouble finding the place?
No, I've been here loads of times.
Really? I thought Davenport liked to keep this place empty.
Yeah, no, he lets me stay here when I'm in town. It's my little LA pad by the ocean.
Great.
Oh, Rory's gonna tell us all about his motorcycle adventures through South America, so...
Can we wait until he's settled? Because dinner's in half an hour, okay?
I'll just stay downstairs,
Yeah.
Dash-Out. May I please speak with Mr. Chairman? Yes, it's Tom Cornwall from Lear and Partners. Yes, of course, I'll hold. Ah. Do you know when you'll be expecting him back? I see. Very well, I'll try back again tomorrow. Thanks very much. Shake. Ah! Sorry.
What about Dad? When's he arriving?
Oh, yeah, he's not expected till tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That's not what he told us. I thought he'd be here today.
Well, he's a very busy man.
I guess the rest of us have nothing but time on our hands.
That's not what I meant, Glenn.
Well, I mean, he made a point of flying us all in, so I was just wondering.
Well, maybe he just wanted you all to reconnect before he got here, you know? Actually, you know, you could do something for me. My daughter, Delia, she's going to stay for dinner, so... could you hop out and ask her to get changed?
Oh, she's out back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, handsome. What's your name?
I'm Glenn.
I thought you would have been a Daniel or a Rafe or something sexy. Glenn isn't sexy.
No? They spell it with 2 N's. Come on.
It's still not sexy.
Well, probably your dad's age. It's a good thing.
I don't have a father.
Everyone has a father. And even if they're an asshole.
Is your father an asshole?
I think so.
That's too bad.
I think your mom wants you to come inside and get changed for dinner.
You don't like my outfit?
No, I like it. I like it. Just don't know if it's proper dinner attire.
What are you doing here anyway?
This is my father's house.
You're a Lear?
Yeah.
Which one are you? I don't know much about you.
Yeah. I'm the prodigal son. I live in Toronto.
Sucks. I hear Toronto's lame.
No, it doesn't suck.
It's not California.
No, it's not California.
Oh, hey! We're here. I hope you didn't start dinner without us.
No, of course not.
So, this is Natalie. We've known each other for ages. She's practically family. Say hello, Natalie.
Hello.
Do you hear that accent? How sexy is that, huh?
Very. Don't be an asshole.
Oh, I love it when you say that. Let's get some drinks.
toast to celebrate the homecoming of the sons and daughters of Davenport Lear. Where is the king, by the way?
Oh, he's been delayed, you know your father.
So, Glenn with two N's, tell me about yourself. How is it you ended up in Toronto, the obscure, estranged older brother?
Personally, I'd love to hear about South America.
Are you avoiding the hard questions, Glenn? Come on now, that's no fun.
Delia, mind yourself now, please.
Yes, Mother.
No, it's fine, Delia. Actually, I live in Toronto because that's where Davenport first met my mother. She's the first wife whose name nobody can seem to remember, but it's actually Helen.
Where's Helen now?
She lives in Toronto, and I go and see her from time to time, and she suffers from dementia. She's about 80.
That's depressing.
But if Davenport Lear was going to make things work, he was going to have to do two things. He was going to have to change locations, and he was going to have to upgrade his wife. So he dumped the old model, my mom, and he took up with Kent's mom. It's a very charming woman, and things just seemed to go swimmingly for a while. And then, he got a little bored. He started shopping the aisles until he picked up with Rosalind, who was the beautiful, very affluent, and lovely mother to Rory and Reagan. And sadly, she got sick, and she had cancer, and she passed on. So I don't know. I just somehow feel like this is a setup for the next cancer announcement.
Davenport was never happy with Helen. He spent most weekends at our place, even while he was still married to her. But she badgered him, and she pushed him out. If she hadn't been such a bitch to him, he may never left Toronto. But she made sure he got as far away as possible, and so after he left, there was no reason for us to stay. In a way, I think he did us a favor, and I have his breakup with your mom to thank for me getting my start in New York. So I say, thank God for that.
Well, I'm really glad my poor old mother could help service your fucking life in some way.
Hey, get off your righteous martyred horse, Glenn. You're way too old for this self-pity
It's no one's fault that he left your mother. Some marriages just can't work, okay? There's no passion. It's as simple as that.
Sometimes things just don't work out. We're all here in the spirit of openness, right? All of us here are grown-ups, some more than others. I think it's time that you guys know what it was like being the eldest in this fucked up family.
Okay.
Yes, we're all officially dying to hear about it, Glenn.
At first, it was just Davenport and me and Helen. And Davenport always worked a lot, but he was home, And he would help me with my homework and shit, but I used to study piano as a kid, and I fucking hated the piano. But I was too scared to give it up, Because it was the only time that I had him all to myself, And he was mine. I don't know what I did to Davenport, to make him stop loving me when I was a kid.
Glenn, he never stopped loving you.
Diana, what would you know about that?
I never had much time with Davenport as a child either. But when he disappeared from my life, you know what I did? I sought him out, and I confronted him like a man. And we have a pretty good relationship today.
Lucky you.
You never call him, you never visit.
I actually come to LA quite a lot. And I never make a trip here without announcing it to him. But I don't know, he was just always busy, and he just never really seemed to have the time. Well, we're all gathered. The great man has called us. We don't know why. We don't know where he is. Now that's classic Davenport. Huh?
I'd love to hear about South America, Rory.
Yeah, Roar.
Yeah.
Regale us with tales of your youthful carefree travels, Kerouac.
Well, there's not much to say, really. I spent the last year on my motorcycle, traveling through South America.
Cool. What for?
I don't know. I just felt the need to get away from everything. Don't you ever feel like that?
Sure. Well, of course I do. I got a job, and I got a kid I got to support, I'm on that treadmill, you know what I mean?
I can't bear any more of this self-pity. I need a smoke. Come on, Natalie, let's go.
You can be such an asshole, Kent.
Say that word again. I love it when you say it like that.
We're finally gathered here. We're doing a little family sharing, and you brought exotic dancer here, and now you both need a fucking smoke. Great.
I'm an actress.
I'm sure you are, gorgeous.
You know what? I should punch you in the face.
Well, fucking bring it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it, buddy.
Gentlemen, Glenn, I don't know you very well, and you've obviously got some issues, but that is way too much hostility.
Guess what, Tom? I don't know you very well either. Maybe mind your fucking business,
Not.
okay?
This family is my business.
Oh, is it really your business? Is that why you married my sister Reagan? Who's, by the way, way too fucking hot and young for you, okay? For a little piece of the family business there?
Of course that's why you married her.
Kent, you're gonna turn on me now, too? What's the matter with you?
Come on, Tom. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It was a political marriage. So what?
We have a beautiful and healthy marriage.
Come on, let's get some wine.
You think Davenport Lear's gonna come in here and tell us that he's dying of cancer and that he's finally decided to choose a successor? And it's gonna be none other than, that's right, halfway to middle-aged mediocrity, Tom Cornwall here. You're the man for the job, Tom, eh?
He's not dying.
Oh, he's... what?
Why would he bring us all together?
I think Glenn's right. I think he's dying. I mean, maybe not right now, but I think this is weird. Gathering us like this. I mean, I haven't seen Glenn since our mother's funeral.
Exactly. Because we know the truth. The truth is that Davenport doesn't call his favorite son because he has some desire to have a family get-together, right? I mean, usually, Delia, I'm the one who's invited to sober events.
Shut the fuck up!
Which reminds me, Diana, do you think you could get us some more of this,
Would you get it yourself? My mom's not the help.
Oh, sweetheart, I have to tell you, she actually is.
No, she isn't.
Would you tell them?
Tell them what?
Tell them why they're really here.
Diana, why are we really here?
Davenport invited you all here this weekend for a very specific reason. This Sunday, he's marrying my mom. That's what's happening.
Delia, you shouldn't have said that.
Why not? Because I can't stand watching them treat you like Dad's maid.
Dad?
He's gonna be my father, too. So just get used to it.
That's fucking perfectly ridiculous.
I agree with Glenn. I mean, enough is enough. The guy's like 80 years old.
It's not ridiculous, it's just a fact. And he's only 75.
Oh, well.
Delia, be a pet and go and get a sweater for me from my room, please. Davenport is Delia's father.
Well, he will be after the wedding.
No,
Yes.
I mean he is her actual father. It happened 18 years ago. I'm not enormously proud of it, but it happened. Delia doesn't know. Okay, and Davenport is trying to do the right thing, so I would appreciate it if you would all keep that quiet. Davenport and I want to be able to tell her ourselves.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's time to just get it all out in the open, you know? Enough secrets in this family.
You had a child with Dad?
Diana. Really?
I didn't want you to find out like this, I'm sorry. And Davenport had wanted to tell you after he arrived. This Sunday, at this house, there will be a wedding. And that is why you're all here. Go to bed, young lady. Go.
Hey. It's okay. They'll come around. I don't even know why you guys bothered to invite them all anyway. I'll just think it's a big payout.
Oh, my love. You don't understand a thing.
Rory, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm leaving.
No, you're not. No.
You can't leave me, Rory. Do not do this to me.
What's the point of all this?
Who cares if Dad's marrying Diana? It doesn't matter.
I don't care, but I mean, he's not even here. I'm sick of being manipulated all the time.
Last time when you left, man, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't stand it. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Having you here is like the sun is shining again.
Stop it.
I'm not happy when you're not around.
It's not healthy for us to be around each other.
Why didn't you come out of hiding? You know, why did you come here?
Because Tyler said this was important. I thought Davenport was dying. Huh?
What about me?
What about you?
Don't I mean anything to you?
Of course. We were young. It was a long time ago. I mean, I don't really think about it that much, to be honest with you.
I do. Every single day.
Well, as it turns out, I'm going to need a little bit more time. Yeah, I know we said the weekend, but it's the family. You don't want to push. No, he's not here yet. Yes, Mr. Chairman, I understand. Yes, Mr. Chairman. She. Whoa, you're not thinking of leaving, are you? I mean, you can't leave.
Really?
Yeah. You know, see what he's got going on?
Yeah, I see what he's got going on. Clearly, he knocked this woman up 18 years ago, and the company's going to be hers. Not the first guy to have his judgment skewered by a nice pair of tits, but probably not the last.
Oh, he definitely won't be the last.
Where the fuck did you come from?
I think if you leave now, you're going to blow your chances with Davenport.
What chances are you talking about? The guy doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care about his kids. He never has. I mean, it's like I'm denying any connections to this guy. It's fucking embarrassing. And then he thinks I'm going to give a shit about his third marriage?
It's a test. Don't you guys see that?
What?
Well, maybe you don't see it. Maybe I'm the only one that does because I don't give a shit about his money or his precious firm. But don't you think it's some kind of test?
Go on, genius. What do you got?
I think that he's brought us here thinking it's about a wedding. But I think it's about more than just a wedding.
No, I don't think so.
You're already here, Glenn. Can either of you afford to leave? I mean, can either of you afford to leave and not see for yourselves?
Look, Rory's his favorite son. I'm the outsider. Don't confuse it.
You know what, Glenn?
What?
That means we have something in common.
Do we?
Yeah, we're both outsiders.
Are we?
Yeah. We both want to get what we deserve. All right? We may not be brothers, but I've spent my entire life helping to build your father's firm, so I know what you're saying. What do we have to show for it?
We? Tom, I run a minuscule firm in Toronto, okay? I got a couple of interns, mostly on a volunteer basis. I have problems selling renovations to yuppies. That's my fucking world. I don't think we have much in common. You're a nice guy, though.
Glenn, you're a very good designer.
How the fuck do you know?
Because I know. Davenport follows your work. You may not think he does, but he does. And I've seen your stuff, too. The Biennale entry was sublime.
Sublime?
Sublime. I think you ought to stick around until Davenport gets here. What do you have to lose? He's right.
My pride.
Oh, of course, your pride.
Fuck you.
Look, I'm gonna stick it out. I think you'll regret it if you don't. What's the worst case scenario? You have to sit through a tacky wedding and eat some questionable catering.
And spend time with family.
Now I'm gonna buy you a drink.
So early?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hello?
Hey. I just wanted to see if you needed help with anything.
Oh, no, thanks.
Is that your dress?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah, sure. Help yourself.
Actually, no, on here.
Yeah.
You have a great body. Wow.
Thank you.
All this time that we worked together, I guess it was one of those little things I never noticed. I mean, my dad must have, but...
I don't know how anyone gets close to him. He's always been so detached.
He loves you.
I don't know. He could use something.
Well, I didn't want anything formal. I mean, it's just a garden wedding.
Yeah, I know, but we should add a little something to it. Oh, I have this woman that I go to sometimes. We could drop by. She could fix it up.
I've got to organize catering and flowers. And...
You can delegate. It's not a secret anymore, and God knows Tom wants to be kept busy.
Just never imagined myself picking up catering for Davenport's wedding. Thanks for coming along.
Yeah, well, Kent wasn't going to get off his ass. You know him.
Hey, Tyler. Nope, everybody's out picking up things for the wedding. Yeah, everybody's fine. I mean, Glenn was going to leave, but Tom and I convinced him to stay. When are you guys showing up?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why did you marry Tom?
Oh, he was a loyal foot soldier. My dad always liked him. He was the kind of guy you could count on to get the work done, and never the kind of guy that was going to be a threat, so.
And you love him?
Sure. Yeah, in a way. I guess our marriage is, more of a business arrangement, if that makes any sense.
It does.
Architects are the artists who will shape the textures and the landscapes of the future. So it is our moral duty to protect the world from this appalling environmental degradation. This planet is our home. We are its stewards, its caretakers, and nothing more.
I've been kissing Davenport's ass for 20 years. I'd like a little piece. I think I've earned it. Gotta see how the weekend pans out, but I got a pretty big project going. I think I could use a partner.
So, Tom, why not Davenport?
Davenport would never go for it. And without him, without the Lear name, it's dead in the water.
So, I'm curious, Tom, why won't Davenport go for it?
Well, he's got pretty strict codes about architectural projects that don't meet his environmental ideals.
Okay, so where's this project?
China.
Casual for a wedding dress.
Oh, well, we're just trying to keep it simple.
Yeah, but still, there's nothing simple about a wedding, is there?
Well, it's just immediate families. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think such a special occasion requires a very special dress.
Sure. But I like this dress.
I like it too. I just think we need to zhuzh it up a bit and give it some more distinction.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Where's mine?
I'm gonna show you some flowers and you're gonna tell me what you like.
Who cares what I like? You just pick.
I care. Pink or yellow or pink and yellow. Too traditional.
What do you think? I like it. I mean, it's simple, but with a certain something.
Not too sexy.
No.
Wouldn't want Davenport having a heart attack.
Davenport's in very good shape for a man of his age.
Well, he should be. And you look good enough to eat.
What do you think?
Are you okay? Okay, hold on. You're good.
Are you okay?
I never thought I'd end up like this. Like this.
Oh, like what? I mean, you look beautiful. You were marrying a really rich and successful older man. I mean, it could be worse.
I know. I should be really grateful. I know that. I just imagine it would be different. That's all.
The Chinese are crazy. Right? They have more money than they know what to do with, but they are obsessed with having a Lear project.
Yeah, but even with me helping you, it still wouldn't be a Lear project.
Well, first of all, you are a Lear, but I can also sell them on the legacy idea.
Well, why can't you just make the deal with the Chinese and use Reagan as your partner?
Reagan doesn't want to do anything that even smacks of behind Davenport's back.
Look, I don't know how I feel about that myself.
You can do what you want. You're not a part of this company. You never have been. You're free to make your own decisions. And by the way, you are a Lear. From what I understand from Davenport, you could use the money.
He told you that?
He implied it once.
What did he say?
It doesn't matter.
Tell me. Tell me.
He said that you are stubborn and that your firm will always be a two-bit operation.
Two-bit operation?
That's what he said.
What a fucking prick.
Well, he still admired your BNL project. We all did.
Yeah,
I told you.
Sure he did.
He saw it. We all saw it. Man, it was...
The guy's sublime. Yeah, I know. I get it. All right, I'll do it.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Sure. I'll partner with you on the China project.
That's fantastic.
I don't know anything about it.
You will. You're going to love it.
And I'm going to be more than just a name you can use, okay?
Yeah, of course.
I want to see your plans. I want to have legitimate input on stuff.
That is the whole idea. It's going to be great.
Davenport, are you here? Dad?
Well, here's the happy crew. He said he'd be here for dinner.
So you spoke to him?
Well, Tyler, actually.
Well, as long as you have a drink, table for one. Good for you.
Nice of him to call.
Can I come in?
Sure. Okay, that's far enough.
Come on, you're no fun. I don't bite.
Listen, I need you to get dressed, young lady. Okay?
Young lady?
Yeah, you're barely 18.
So?
So your mother will kill me.
I won't tell.
But you know... Okay, listen. Yeah, hello?
It's Diana.
Yeah, come on in. I'm just getting dressed. Yeah, come on in.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, just put my pants on.
Of course you are. Glenn, his pants on, his pants off.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what that's going to mean.
What's going on? You all right? You look upset. What's going on here?
No, I'm not all right. I thought I knew what I was doing with Davenport. I really did. I'm just not thinking clearly, Glenn.
Right. No, I understand. I understand who that is. But listen, can you do me a favor?
No, I thought I loved him, Glenn. I really did. But now that you're here, I don't know. I'm just not sure.
Can we have this conversation a little bit later in the hallway? Can we? Listen, let's have a conversation.
You're pushing me away again.
No, I'm not. I just want you to go in the hallway and then we'll talk and we'll take a walk. Okay? Okay, great. Okay? Just right there in the hallway, okay?
Well, that was interesting.
Listen, kid, you're killing me, okay? I'm pushing 50. You're driving me crazy. I need you to get dressed, please. You're
My
killing me.
mom has a thing for you.
She had a thing for me. It was 20 years ago. I was young. She was young. We were both.
Still a thing.
It's not. It's not.
Don't worry. I'm not jealous. Actually, I think it's kind of sexy.
Oh my God! Listen, you gotta go. You gotta go this way. Listen, come on.
Come on, Delia. I'm not interested. Reagan. Sorry. What you're Delia.
Was she stalking you now?
Yeah, it started this afternoon.
You should have seen what happened earlier at Will's place. Oh my God. Diana tried on her dress and she completely started losing it.
What the fuck is Davenport anyway? Fucking disaster.
Or you got me thinking. I have to stop living this lie.
What do you mean?
My whole life with Tom, my marriage, it's a fucking joke.
Regan, we can't go back there. We're just kids playing around. That's what kids do.
Yeah, when I'm with you, I'm transported back.
It's fucked up, and you know.
Okay, so it's fucked up, but it's how I feel, and it's tearing me apart. It's how...
We're twins, okay? And you're closer to me than anyone in this world. And we share all this DNA, and of course we have this crazy bond.
So you love me?
Of course I do.
Okay. Okay, then say it. Say you love me. Maury, say you love me.
Hello? Tyler, hi, where are you? Okay, well, just get here as soon as you can. That was Tyler. Your father's delayed. I don't know, he's in a plane, there's a storm, so they're gonna wait to be cleared for takeoff, so we might as well continue dinner without him. Again.
He's not coming. Funny, I called us all here. Like it was some bloody life or death situation. He's not even here. He's not even here. Maybe he doesn't exist. Maybe he's the Wizard of Oz.
Stop being so fucking melodramatic. He's coming. It's just a weather delay.
How come you always seem to know so much about what Davenport is doing?
I don't know anything. All I said was that he's coming. I mean, I don't think anyone really knows what Davenport's up to.
He's an enigma.
He's not an enigma. I think he's a manipulative, punitive patriarch who's kept all his kids on a leash. Except for the old one that he disowned.
But you know what the real problem is with you guys? Is that you could never quite get yourselves off Dad's leash, could you?
I'm not on a leash. It's Tom and Reagan's storage, not mine.
Well, some of us are expected to work for a living.
Tom, you've never had to build anything from scratch like Glenn. He may not have much to show for it, but at least he's been given the privilege of independence.
Thanks for the kind words, kid. To be honest, I would have given him a left arm for what you and Reagan had with Dad. Oh, it's hard to be a leader, I guess, if you're not the leader. I thought of changing my profession, Dilly. I thought of fucking retiring completely.
Yeah, we all know your need to give up when the going gets tough,
I
Glenn.
don't give up on things, okay? I kept at it. Thank you.
You're afraid to take responsibility for your own name.
It's not true.
Oh, I think it is true.
I'm just saying, Glenn had to do it on his own. Well, Reagan and I work for the firm. She still does, but I couldn't take it anymore.
Oh, so that's why you left, because you couldn't take it anymore? That's why?
Yeah. Riding my motorcycle through South America was incredibly therapeutic.
And who paid for that? This voyage of self-discovery?
I did.
Really? Really? You don't work you never have?
Yeah, I actually never have thought to ask, but how do you make a living, Rory?
Tell them.
Tell them what?
Oh, here it comes.
What? Davenport has given him money every month for years.
I fucking knew it.
Of course he does.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that the golden boy's living off the golden old man still. All this free spirit bullshit. You're a trust fund kid. I respect that. But I'm not a kid anymore. And it is a handout.
Sure, Glenn. Whatever you say.
Hey, I've never seen any of it, okay? Not a thin red dime.
Well, even if you offered anything to me, I wouldn't take the dime.
Oh, we'll see about that, tough guy.
Look, Davenport's human, okay? it was up to me, I would have done things differently. But if you think he's what's been holding you back, what bullshit. Get over it. Get over yourself.
Touche. You know, incredibly, actually, I thought this time it would be different. I thought that near the end of his life, that Davenport would actually try to reconcile himself to his abandoned son.
Glenn, he didn't abandon you. He just hated your mother, okay? He was trying to get away from her clawing neediness. Don't you get that?
Yeah, she's real fucking needy. That neediness is paid for by the government of Canada, okay? And she's doing really well. She's got 3 geriatric roommates that she spends most nights with. They all fucking drool and cry and wail through the night. It's fucking sublime. You should come visit.
I'm sorry, Glenn. Watching my mother die was no picnic. Okay?
I can appreciate that, but at least she had Davenport to pull it through.
Yes, she did, didn't she? Because she was the love of his life.
I was in love once.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, not with your father. I'm settling for your father, but I couldn't be with the one that I really loved. Oh, God. I loved him. But, he acted like I never existed. And I wasn't going to be alone. And I wanted to make sure that Delia was taken care of, so even if he couldn't, I made bloody sure his family would take care of her.
Mom, what are you saying?
I'm saying that Glenn is your father.
What?
What?
What? That's ridiculous. You just told us last night that Davenport was her father.
Davenport's my father?
You're just angry at Davenport, and that's why you're making a scene, correct?
Are you denying you slept with me?
That was years ago. What about Davenport?
I didn't sleep with Davenport until after I was pregnant because guess what? I assumed that you wouldn't manage to be there for me.
What a story.
Oh, where's all that compassion, Glenn?
You know, Glenn used to come down to LA looking for his father, and he was always busy or he was traveling, and I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand how a father could hurt his son like that. We slept together on the 4th of July, and oh my God, there were fireworks. 9 months later, Delia arrived.
So the wounded prodigal son has some baggage of his own.
Of course he does.
Have a look at her. Look at her. Take a really good look at her because she is yours, Glenn. She is yours. I mean, I asked Reagan, today in the dressmakers. I couldn't do it. But, you know, if you're not willing to step up to your responsibilities for your kid, that's fine because you know what? Davenport will. Because the wrong layer is better than no layer at all.
You're my father? You tried to kiss me.
I don't know. I did not try.
You tried to kiss her?
She's been throwing herself at everybody since we got here. Ask Rory and ask Kent.
Sorry, you wanted to have sex with your daughter.
Listen, you're not my daughter. You're not my daughter.
Oh, no? How do you know? How do you know? Do you deny having sex with me? Do you?
It was 20 years ago, and I was fucking drunk, and I don't remember.
Wait, so the breakdown, the misgivings, what, you couldn't have just told us that it was Glenn?
Well, I didn't want to complicate everything.
I don't think it could be more complicated. Diana is in love with Glenn. Glenn would rather be having sex with his daughter, whose aunt, my wife Reagan, is totally infatuated with her brother Rory, whose other brother Kent will fuck anything that walks.
And Tom, who would love to sell Davenport's company to the fucking Chinese if he could have 5 minutes alone with him so he could sign the papers.
No. It's an autonomous franchise.
Bullshit.
What are you
Autonomous
talking about?
franchise. He knows. He will know.
I don't even know if I want to be tied to this family anymore. You know, the word incestuous comes to mind.
Yeah, you think?
I didn't want to have sex with my father. I didn't know he was my father.
There's no proof to any of this. Diana's probably making the whole thing up.
Oh, yeah? Well, like the night we spent together.
Oh, what?
What
no.
the fuck?
Oh, you're saying that you slept with Rory now?
Him?
Why don't you tell them all, Rory?
You slept with him. Rory? You fucking slut! Did you fuck our entire family?
Come on.
Shut up, Tom! This has nothing to do with you, god damn it!
So is Rory my father or is Glenn my father?
I'm not your father. I slept with your mom last year. You don't look like a newborn to me.
I'm gonna get some whiskey and a cigar.
Have a DNA test, by all means. Glenn, do. But you know what? Your 2 middle toes are webbed, and so are Delia's.
Do not talk about my toes.
Okay, that's a coincidence.
Really, no, it's not a coincidence. But look, here's the thing. If you don't want to take a relationship with me seriously, and if you don't want to step up and take responsibility for your daughter, well, then your dad will. Because I will not. Delia will not be cut out of this family. And if my best option is marrying an old man, fuck me, that's what I'm going to do.
Don't forget about the side project with Rory, because then you'll have a nice fucking Lear sandwich.
Yes, I will.
Fuck you!
Oh, this is nice.
Okay? You just came here because you thought Davenport was gonna divide up the spoils between all of us, huh?
We're here for the same fucking reason. Who are you kidding? Dad and you lusting after your brother.
Fuck off!
That's fucked up. That's how you spell fucked up.
Hello.
What's the matter?
Diana. No? Diana, what is it?
Oh my God, your father. Your father had a heart attack on the plane.
What?
Huh?
Shit.
Oh my God. He died. He died.
No, that's impossible.
Oh God.
I hang on to one vision, and that is, he who stops dreaming dies. He who stops hoping dies. So just hang in there, folks. Contribute. Stand in the line to make a difference. And at the end of the day, just get it done.
No matter how we all feel about our grievances, there's no denying that we lost a great one today.
You're here.
Well said.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I never thought much about it, but I guess I've been caught up in my own resentments. You know what? I just remembered my fishing rod. Yeah, that was my favorite thing in the world when I was a boy. Davenport gave it to me. Maybe he had some business back in Toronto, I'm not sure. Or maybe he was just coming to see me, I don't know. But he showed up at the house, and we got in the car, and we just went out to a lake. You know. Davenport knew a guy, so they started talking to the guy, and after a few minutes, sure enough, we were in a little fishing boat on our way out to the middle of the lake. It's me, Davenport, and this fantastic little fishing rod he got me. He had a little tackle box and a little box of worms and those nice little floats that bob on the water. And we just fished. You know? And then it happened. I got a bite, or a strike as he called it, fishing lingo. And then Davenport, he popped up and he helped me reel this magnificent fish, and the thing was like the length of my arm. And I remember him asking me, "You want to keep it?" Of course I did, but he made me kill it. And the slimy thing, it was just trying to wriggle free in my hand. I was clumsily trying to, whack it in the head. And he pulled out a pocket knife and showed me how to cut it, make fillets and gut it and everything. So we just went back to his friend's property and sat there in the stars and just cooked the fish in a skillet with some butter, Nothing ever tasted better.
Davenport never spent any time with me when I was growing up. And I know you think that I didn't care, but I did. I had a pretty lonely childhood. But I do have Davenport to thank for my success. He came to New York one time and he whisked me off to Meadowlands, the horse track in New Jersey, and it's a fantastic place, and he showed me how to pick horses, and we were at it all day long. We lost a bundle. So much money. That was the first and last time that I ever used his money for any kind of venture. And I guess it was my introduction to picking winners, and I just moved from horses to the stock market, and it's remarkably similar, actually. So, thank you, Dad, for our wonderful day at the track.
Bought my first bike with Dad. I kind of tricked him into it. I told him I needed cash to get a car. He agreed to give me the cash, but insisted on coming along to meet the guy. And he said he knew a lot about cars and he wanted to help. So we get there, and it's this middle-aged dude whose wife's forcing him to sell his baby. So we go out back, and there it is, this whole cool BMW. And I'm waiting for Davenport to just, like, he unload, just completely lose it on me. But he doesn't. He just goes over to the guy and starts talking about the mileage, the year, the starter, the engine, all this stuff that I had no idea Dad knew so much about bikes. So he pays the guy in cash, and we get back in the car, and he says two things. He says, you have to get a safety course, and you're not allowed to die. I loved him for that.
My dad's story has to do with prom. I, of course, wanted to go with Rory. Dad didn't think that was such a hot idea, so, you know, I get pissed off, as usual. And, I'm gonna make a moment of it. So I'll go with Mark. Mark's this absolute pig. I think I'm gonna bring this loser around and really piss old Davenport off. Mark shows up at the house. He's got this T-shirt with a tux drawn on the front of it. Dad thinks it's hilarious, right? Best thing he's ever seen. Invites him in, pours him a nice, fine glass of whiskey. I come down the stairs. I'm obviously expecting a disaster, and they're sitting there talking, and Davenport's in the middle of some frat story of his. They're basically best pals at this point, and I'm getting really nervous because I don't want to go to prom with this guy. Especially if he doesn't even have the desired effect of pissing Davenport off. But it's too late, so we're off to the prom. It goes horribly, and I'm probably drunk. And next thing we know, we're back at the house, parked outside in the middle of the night, and Mark just starts trying to fuck me. And I'm panicked. I try to push him off. I mean, he's huge, so there's not that much that I can actually do. And thank God, the car light turns on. And it's Davenport. He's dragging him out, just beating the shit out of him. I really didn't know Davenport had it in him. I mean, he was amazing, like a trained boxer. He's crying like a baby. He's bleeding everywhere, all over his steering wheel as he drives away. And Davenport just stops. And he looks at me. And he says, "You okay, Buttercup?" He straightens my dress and he walks me inside.
For the record, I think we should just judge a man by his actions. So sure, Davenport was a great man.
But I think he was just that. A man. Pros and cons, flaws and all. And he's dead, which is sad, but I think we should just remember him for what he was. A man. A womanizer. A huge ego. A father. A benefactor. A mentor. Neglectful, forgetful, cold shoulder. Just a man. To be loved no more or no less than he deserved. If you take away this legacy, the buildings and the wise words and the money, then what about the man is left for you to love? Father? Maybe. No more. Probably much less.
I think that's a little harsh, love.
No, Mom. It's what he deserves. It's what everyone really deserves. Honesty.
Toast then. To the great Davenport Lear.
Davenport Lear.
I let myself in. I'm sorry if I startled you. You should know I've just come from the hospital. They took his body there as soon as we landed. You should also know something incredible has happened. They've revived him.
What are you talking about?
He's alive? Are you serious right now?
He's under observation, but he's stable.
Wait a minute, is this some kind of joke?
That he's lucid.
I know you all have a lot of questions. We'll know more in the morning. I suggest just stay here, and I'll report back first thing.
Hey, Tyler, wait. I'm coming with you.
Oh my God, Diana, it's okay.
What a fucking mess.
Do you think they'll have a wedding?
I guess so at some point.
So you do love Davenport after all?
Yeah, of course. I mean, my father.
Even though he fucked you for most of your life, you'll always have that fishing trip.
Yeah, something like that.
What's wrong? I just can't be on my own tonight, that's all.
Okay, What are you doing?
Just please don't make me be on my own tonight. I need you.
Be here.
Why?
Wait, Dad.
I don't know.
Diana. Stop. Diana, sit.
I should have said something before, but the thing is, I'm in love with someone else.
Your sister. Make love to me. Please, I need it. I really need this tonight. Please.
Fucking love him.
Get off of him. Oh my God, what are you doing? Get off of him. What are you doing? Oh, hey. You should be doing touch. Oh my God, get off me. Don't touch me. Fucking stop.
Diana.
Get the hell out.
Get out.
Just stay out.
So we all headed to the hospital this morning?
Davenport.
Oh, my God, let me give you all a hand. I can't believe they all showed up, Tyler. Oh, boy. What's going on? How come none of you are dressed? Are we supposed to attend a wedding?
You got it.
We're gathered here today in front of these sacred mountains in Maliwu, the mountains of my people of the Shumash who lived and loved here. They hold witness to this beautiful union today. We ask Mother Earth that she bless this marriage with abundance and that you may grow stronger and more in love through every season. We ask all the forces of nature here today to bless this sacred union. And we pray that you may always find love for each other in your heart and that you may be safe and protected as well as your family. Aho.
We are gathered here today to witness the marriage of Davenport and Diana. But before we begin, Davenport would like to say a few words.
A hand, please. Thank you. I got it. Oh, boy. It always kind of freaked me this close to the edge. I don't know. I guess I should thank you all for coming. Before we really get started in anything more formal than this, I thought that I might tell you a couple of things that I've been sitting on and kept to myself for a long time. I know Diana has told you all that Delia is my daughter. Well, she's not my daughter. I had a vasectomy after Rosalind died, so she can't be my daughter. And it's no disrespect to you, Diana. It's just that after my second wife died, I couldn't really bear to bring another life on this earth. And when I slept with you those years ago, you were very sad and very vulnerable. And I couldn't resist you. And I'm ashamed of that. But I'm also a man. And I always felt that you and Glenn had something going on with each other, and Delia's toes. And so I figured that she was Glenn's child. And lately, you know, have been thinking about my life and what it's about, my finances, my legacy. God, that's a terrible word. I hate that word, but it's fact. I am vain. And my family. And that's why I brought you all here together. Back to the compound, if you will. And the last day or so, Tyler and I have been holed up in a room over there because I had Tyler and Kent, who I enlisted, put surveillance materials all around the house and in the automobiles. Tyler and I have been holed up over there watching all of your behavior and emotions and just interreactions, and it was nice to see. And it's amusing. It's been interesting. And sometimes it's been very touching, but sad. I enlisted Kent because he's always had no vested interest in any of my finances or wealth or where it should go or his part in it or anything, so you can understand why I put him in the room with all of you. So he could bear witness to the eulogies, to the sincerity, to the honesty, and in a couple of cases, real heartfelt honesty and sincerity. But throughout the weekend, there has been a sense of what's in it for me. A sense of entitlement. That disturbed me. I can honestly say that I feel that I've been able to look into the hearts, the minds, and in 2 or 3 cases, the souls of each and every one of you. And I can say that I'm goddamn sure where we stand. Tyler?
I think he's a manipulative, punitive patriarch.
I've been kissing Davenport's ass for 20 years. I'd like a little piece.
You wanted to have sex with your daughter.
Rory, say you love me.
My mom has a thing for you.
And if my best option is marrying an old man, fuck me, that's what I'm gonna do.
No, it's an autonomous franchise.
Not fucking funny.
Dad, can I just ask you a question? So the heart attack, there was no heart attack. That was all bullshit.
Yeah. You got a problem with that?
No, just that our own brother helped rig it.
I made it up.
Wait a second. I was at the hospital with you last night, and you were connected to a whole bunch of wires and tubes. I mean, I thought you were dying. Why would you fake something
You
like
went
that?
as far as rigging that you were in the
Guys,
hospital?
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know that he was going to take it this far.
Are you in on the fucking scam, or are you half in on the scam? I don't get it, man.
God.
I didn't know about...
What about the wedding?
What about the wedding?
Was there ever going to be a wedding?
After all we've learned about each other this entire weekend, the going back and forth, the intertwining, the emotions, you still think there should be a wedding?
You're a bastard.
No. Technically speaking, Kent, the son, is the only bastard in the area. Thank you.
How could you use me like that?
Excuse me? Madam, who are you talking to? You can't even make up your mind between Glenn and Rory. What do you mean, you? What are you doing? Huh?
I have a daughter.
Not by me.
You have a grandchild.
I'll love her accordingly. She understands that.
See, that's where you're wrong, old man. Who does this to the people he loves? I second my mom. I don't want anything to do with you, because I don't want anything to do with a man who treats his family like this. You're an unbelievable asshole, Davenport.
Really? You know what? I want to say I was sorry.
I'll pray for you.
Thank you, Mom. I don't need prayers. Thank you. Well, here we are. You're the puzzle. You know why? You're a whiz-kid businessman. Financially, probably genius. I don't know what genius really means. And so you should be the perfect person to run my estate. But you got a problem, boy. You don't like architecture.
Not to mention the fact that you keep referring to him as the bastard son. Even though he takes part in this insensitive and outrageous plan of yours. Only to see you fake death in a fucking hospital bed. You're the bastard, Davenport.
I may be a bastard. But the fact is, you are a bastard.
You know what? I'm tired of being part of this charade. So goodbye, Davenport. It was a great visit. And I am sorry to all of you because I didn't realize he was going to go this far, and none of you deserve this. I feel terrible.
Davenport, look, I hope you know that from my...
You're done here. Get out of my sight. Now, tell your story walking.
Okay. I want a divorce.
Good.
You know what? You can break my heart. You're the only one who breaks my heart.
You broke ours. You broke our hearts.
I'm fucked.
Don't expect me to work for this company anymore. I'm done. I'm so done, Dad.
That's a word. If you go, don't ever forget that word, Dad.
I hope you enjoyed this.
Take it later.
Bravo. Nice work, Davenport.
You leaving too?
I have a flight in the morning. You should know you booked it, right?
I booked it. You still want something from me?
Why, because I'm the last man standing? Is that it?
Maybe. You know why? Because you got game. You got a shot. If you fuck it up, you're an asshole.
You can keep the kingdom. May you reign for 1,000 years.
Gone!
Can I get a ride?
Where are you going?
I don't know. Just want to go with you.
Now, I've done some revising, and I think if we cut some of the design flourishes and stick to the original plan, we'll still be able to come in under budget, which is nice. So what do you guys think?
I like it. What do you think, hon?
It's not as creative as the last plan was, but...
Yeah, well, maybe it's, maybe just a little more practical, you know? I mean, you never want to let the architecture get in the way of the functionality. I agree. Yeah. I'm glad you guys like it. Sold.
Sir, if I could begin by saying I know that SOM, they are angry, and
Amelia,
it's
please
my
take a
fault.
seat.
Please, I can make this right.
Please, please, take a seat.
In my defense, sir, I have been loyal
Tell
without
me
mistake
something,
for 5...
Amelia, how was your weekend?
My weekend?
Yeah.
Sir,
Listen, we're just gonna start over, okay?
Okay, Mr. Lear.
Oh, no. Please call me Kent.
Well, I've been with Lear and Partners for 20 years, so I'd say that most of my experience has been with projects on an international scale.
Well, why'd you leave that company?
Well, I wanted to try and build something on my own, even if it meant starting with something a little smaller.
What makes you so sure you're qualified to renovate my basement?
I'm doing the rounds of the local architecture firms to see if anyone could use an assistant.
Well, what kind of job experience do you have?
The job's not for me. I'm just helping with the search. It's for a woman who's got a lot of experience working for a big shot LA firm.
Does she still work there? Or?
No.
Hey.
Hi.
Figured I needed a change.
I would love that. I would really love that.
I hope you don't think I'm an awful father.
Well, you don't pay me to offer up my personal opinions.
You sure as hell offer them up, though, don't you?
From time to time.
Just had to stop waiting until I died. One of the problems with having a successful career is that sometimes you raise children that never want to take responsibility for themselves. And when they were saying all those things, it broke my heart. It broke my fucking heart.
You all right? So what are we gonna do now?
Well, I got one more thing to do before I die.
What are you talking about?
I want you to...
What's this?
Be the trustee for my assets for 5 years. When that time is done... Forgive me, I just got to rest.
It's all right.
When it's done, just make sure that you divide evenly among all of them, equally. And that would include Tom, Diana, their granddaughter Delia. And after that time delay...
You all right?
Excuse me for coughing in your face. Oh, they'll well have been able to get their lives on track. And maybe they'll resist somehow the lifestyle of the easy money.
Well, that actually seems remarkably wise, sir. Why didn't we just do this before?
Son, come on. I'm an old fool. Jesus Christ, don't be so severe on me.
So what are you gonna do now?
I got a specialist that says I got about a year, and I just don't see myself spending all that time hooked up to a bunch of tubes and drooling in a bucket while people are staring at me over my crib, feeling sorry for me.
So you're really dying?
We're all gonna die, Tyler. Every goddamn one of us is gonna die. Trust me. It's just that sometimes you get lucky. You get to choose where and when. And I chose today.
What?
Can't beat this vibe.
What are you talking about? Sit down, sit down, sit down. I got you, I got you. Sit.
I've frozen in time.
Sit down, I got you. I got you. Got you. Got you.
Listen, it's here. I can't get my breath.
What's going on?
Oh, the drugs. That's what's going on. They're taking effect much quicker than I thought they would.
That worked.
Oh, boy. Oh, no, fool. Is heaven upon us?
Not yet.
Look there.
you.